So we're going to start here on the seated leg extension. Now this is all about getting stretch into the muscles, because when you get a muscle on stretch, there's more tension in that muscle, and therefore the more active it's going to be through the movement. Now in the quad, we've got our 4 muscles, 3 of which have a short head, but then you've got rectus femoris, which has a long head. Now to get the short heads on stretch, all I've got to do is bend my knee here. But what that means when I'm in this position here is that the long head of rectus femoris isn't on stretch, because that attaches on the other side of the hip up here. So when I sit here in this normal seated leg extension position and I work through some reps, you'll see I get to about here and then it's really hard to get to full extension. So to get rectus femoris, the long head, on stretch, I need to be able to lean back and open my hip. And now when I go through that movement, getting to full extension is much easier, and it actually really pops at the top of the movement. So now I'm working the whole muscle group evenly, but I'm also going to be able to lift heavier weights, get results quicker, because I'm working the whole muscle group without risking injury. But then when I move to the seated leg curl, it's the same in theory. There's 3 muscles in the hamstring, but when I'm in this position here, like I'm resting up against a backrest, or if you can imagine, I lean even further back and open the hip right up, but I'm flipped over like I'm on a prone leg curl, there's actually only 1 out of the 3 muscles that are properly on stretch moving through that movement. So if I sit here like this, pretending I'm resting up against a backrest, and same thing, I get to about here, and then it gets really hard to get any further, and I feel quite weak in that position. But now I've got the handles here, the backrest isn't there, so I don't get lazy and just rest up against it. I'm nice and tight and I'm posturally supporting myself. But here with these handles, I can pull myself forward, and when I pull myself forward, I feel that stretch through my hamstring. So now when I'm here, I've got all 3 muscles in that hamstring on stretch, and now I can work through full range of motion a lot stronger, a lot more solidly. Same again, I can lift more weight, I'm going to get stronger quicker, and I'm going to get results faster and safer without overloading part of the muscle group while underworking the other. So that's why our seated leg curl and seated leg extensions in the alpha and alpha beta range don't have backrests.